Orlamar back with another Grand Arena video. This time my opponent does not have as entertaining of a name as Barry Von Tickletits, but I can't pronounce his name. It looks like L12-5 something and some Asian language. 785 offensive wins, 133 defensive wins. So I expect him to go heavy offense. He doesn't have a GG page, so I couldn't see what he normally uses. He does have a pretty good roster. Quite a few relics up top. Darth Revan's quite a bit faster than mine. We'll see. His is 316, so not super fast, but it doesn't matter as long as it's faster than mine, which almost everybody's is. 313 Bastila, that's a pretty fast Bastila though, so not joking around there. Just take a look at a random character, Hux, on his third line there, 230 something speed. Take a look at his ships, just because that seems to be a catching point for a lot of people. He does have Malevolence and a R4 Grievous with that Malevolence, so he might be able to clear my fleet, but he goes full offense, so I think I can set my Negotiator anyway. So I tried to switch things up a bit. I left my Night Sisters on defense, and then my Geos on defense in front of my fleet, and then my Bounty Hunters and my Newt Separatist droids in the front and bottom, hoping that he sees something there that he wants to waste some tunes on. Then I put my Darth Revan in back with Phoenix. So put my Negotiator on defense, kept my Houndstooth for offense just in case, and then he's got a Old Republic team and a Ewok team, and then a pretty good clone team and a pretty decent First Order team. So let's take care of these clones first. I can take my Commander Luke Skywalker team. That shouldn't detract from anything else. I thought about going in with just 3 of them, and then I thought maybe it's better if I take Old Ben, just in case, have an extra character in there. So we're going to work on 5s first. Let's just get them out of there. I would try to stun Rex so that they don't have the turn meter gain, but I'm afraid I'd kill him with my opening barrage from these 3 characters. So push back some turn meter. Now we can get rid of Rex. Let's get rid of Shock T. Let's Dispel, and we're missing some protection on 2 of them right now. Not ideal. Luke can recover it pretty quickly. Not sure what to do here, because if I taunt, he's going to hit me, and if I don't taunt, he's going to have Retribution and hit me. So 58 banners, not ideal, but it's alright. This First Order team, trying to think, because he could put Grievous in the back, so I'd want my Jedi Knight Revan for that since I put Night Sisters on defense. Should have thought about that before, but I can probably pull it off with Padme too. I want to keep Padme in case Darth Revan's in the back, because that's my only shot at that one. So let's just do this undersized. I can figure out something else for Grievous if I need to. So we'll mark Hux that we can get turn meter gains with Yoda. And then we can start to work on the weaker characters. Crew is taunting, so it's not going to help us out much there. And he stunned Jolie. Oh no. Let's get Retribution. Let's try to hit First Order Officer. He's pretty squishy, so that worked out fine. Give turn meter back to Yoda, pass the buffs, get Retribution up on everybody, and then let's get rid of First Order Executioner before he starts ramping up his damage. So we'll just go after Kylo here for a second, and that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. But I called Jedi Knight Revan to re-up his protection, and we got 62 banners. He put a pretty good Night Sister team back here and a pretty good Geo team back here, mostly geared 12 Geos. So let's just Vader those Geos real quick. Take a look to see how well they're modded. Just by looking at Geo Brood Alpha, I can tell that Vader should have no problem against this team. get some debuffs up. Brood Alpha's only got 2 debuffs, so I just wanted to be sure that I took somebody out first. So Soldier's a good candidate for that because he gets a lot of turn meter, takes a lot of turns. Turns out I didn't really need to do that, but get more debuffs up. We got hit by Sunfac, but I don't think it's enough to do damage to us. And yeah, we got 64 banners. So R7 Vader versus a full Gear 12 Geo squad, or I guess Pago wasn't Gear 12, but as you can see, that would not have mattered at all. So we can take out any of these teams. Let's go with Night Sisters. We'll just use Padme against them. It's a pretty hard counter. The problem, I just don't like using Padme on offense if it's not against like a Darth Revan squad, because they usually only get 55 banners. So in this case, I was able to outspeed them. So other than Asajj, but Asajj didn't do an attack. So I was able to get protection up before anything else. And now with all their attacks out of turn and all of my abilities that give me a protection up, I don't think they've hit me yet. So now we're vulnerable again because Asajj dispelled our buffs. But if we do let's see, let's try to get some protection up back up here. Do a basic. Now, yeah, it looks like we're gonna get away with no lost banners here. We've got Foresight up on Kenobi and protection up, so 60 banners, perfect. Went better than expected. So then Ewoks and Old Republic. We can take my clones against this Old Republic team. I don't use this team on offense very much, so bear with me here. Don't really know what I'm doing, but I want to get rid of Mission before she does some big damage to me. We'll dispel with Echo, and then call, I think it calls an assist. Good, she's gone. AoE. We're going to get some retribution from Zalbar, but luckily 5 is taunting from Shock T's ability there. So we'll call him 5s again. Get protection back up on him. We've got retribution, so hopefully we'll start counterattacking a little bit more, because that will give us health and protection back. Let's give this to Rex. We're still missing some on Echo and Clone Sergeant, I think. Maybe just Clone Sergeant. Yeah, 59 banners. Not ideal, but whatever. Could have probably used my Empire squad and been a little bit more efficient with that. Oh well. Could take Nest in with Kira. Nest solo would give me 63. This will get me 62. And this team has Gear 11 Scout and Gear 11 Wicket, so there's just a chance that they could time a big hit out perfectly and get a crit on a Nest. So I'll just leave Nest on the sideline yet again and just take it out with the guaranteed 62 team, because there's no way they're getting through my bonus protection on any of these characters. So unless they keep hitting Kermit Yoda, but they should be gone before then, so there we go, 62 banners. Fleet in the back, let's see, oh, check feats. Feet check. He's got a Millennium Falcon team, which is actually pretty good, with Relic Bosk, Gear 12 Biggs, pretty impressive. A lot of people don't have that good of a second fleet. So we'll just go in with a mirror match here. His is pretty good, mine's decent. My biggest is Gear 11 and my Bosk is Gear 12. So in that sense is a little bit better, but my Falcon is a little bit better as well since my Han is R4. And his is Gear 12. But they're still hitting pretty hard. That's not ideal. They did get through my protection on my bigs. So we'll need to get a couple extra crits with him and get some target lock up to, well, never mind, we're not going to recover his protection now. So that was unfortunate. We'll just do the same thing to their bigs, dispel that taunt, although it's still effectively a taunt with the stealth on. So we'll bring in Cassian and we'll just focus down their Falcon. Cassian's a great reinforcement, dispels all their buffs, and then can call assists for a big move. So target the Phantom so that we don't trigger any more buffs on them with the Phantom Ghost synergy. And we're trying to figure out a way to recover some banners here. It's looking kind of grim, not ideal. Houndstooth is just way too far gone to be able to get back to full protection at least. Maybe get some health back on him. We'll bring in Y-Wing, maybe that'll help. Took out Houndstooth, and they took out our Houndstooth. They've got Ahsoka in here, so it's not ideal. I'll call some more assists, see if we can get rid of Phantom. And they got their ultimate up, so we might eat it with a few more ships here. Great. So this is pretty atrocious for banners. But hopefully we can still pull this off. And this should do it. So 54 banners, that's pretty awful, but we were fairly efficient on most of the other matchups, so we get a full clear, 1752. Come back later to find my opponent has attacked, and he full cleared me, 1730, so we will get the win, 1752 to 1730. He one-shot my top zone, one-shot my bottom zone, and then one-shot my Darth Revan in my Phoenix. I was counting on those Phoenix, but and then one-shot my Negotiator. So kudos to him for one-shotting. I just was able to get it done a little more efficiently this round. So we'll get the win and extend our win streak.